So let's talk about smoking. Let's smoke. I'm sorry. So this, I have the first one.
He's a little turned on.
You know, this is.
His wife said, "Watch out for him today. He's a little tense."
This is brought in by
A guy.
I can't remember who it is.
Well, it's okay.
But this is Côte du Rhône. Now, when was the last time we did a Côte du Rhône?
I think about 2 weeks,
Goats-
months ago. We did a Côte du Rhône a couple of months ago. It was also 2013, which I think is pretty fascinating because, oh no, it's actually 2011. Sorry.
This is great.
No, it is 2013. And as I said then, and to repeat myself, it's a terrible vintage in France, especially in Bordeaux and Burgundy. It's not real good in Italy. But for some reason, the Rhone escaped all the problems because the Rhone wines are fabulous.
This is really something, and it's sort of new world meets old world, right? You get a little bit of old world smokiness, a little bit of gaminess.
Yeah, but
you're
it's
getting that bright
clean,
fruit.
it's crisp, it doesn't have that old barrel smell. You know, it isn't oxidized. But, you know, it's really hard to find bad wine today, to be quite honest with you. You may not like it, but that doesn't mean that it's not chemically sound.
Well, tell that to my computer when I rate all the wines that we get in.
Well, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say, close to it.
What?
How many of those wines you brought me to taste that just were crap?
Well, okay, we didn't like them, but they weren't flawed. They didn't have chemical. You couldn't send them into a chemical analysis and say, "Oh, it's got VA, it's got ethyl acetate, it's got hydrogen sulfide." You know, I mean, these are properties that you don't want in a wine. But that doesn't mean that they're good. It just means that they're not. Look, when your dad and I were tasting wines 40 years ago,
now we go back to your dad. You weren't around. You weren't big enough. Look at all these wines here.
You wouldn't believe some of the stuff we would taste that had so much things going wrong with it. His dad was a pharmacist. Of course, he would tell me what it was, what the compound was.
This one right here. This Merlot from Hungary, what is this? Look at this.
64.
But it won the Hublin Premier National Auction of Rare Wines in May of 1983.
Okay, we'll get back to the Domaine Servans Grenache. It says Côte du Rhône. It doesn't really say Grenache on there. I don't know why he calls it Grenache. It's Côte du Rhône. And this is spectacular.
It's Grenache and Syrah.
$23.99 on the shelf. 15.
You know, that's interesting. It's Côte du Rhône. 75% Grenache.
Well, yeah.
That's interesting.
That's about what they are. You know,
as far as you know.
As far as I know.
That's a 95 for me. I think
96 for me. I think it's delicious. I won't leave home without it.
I'm getting that. It's funny. I get the slight hint of smokiness, but I don't get that gaminess.